Well, hello you gorgeous mother truckers and welcome to another video. Right then, so mosques, community centres and school vandalised with anti-Muslim graffiti in shocking hate crime. Any case, just bear with me while I talk about this. So the Met Police are currently investigating several incidents of criminal damage as shocking hate crimes, although no arrests have been made so far. London mosques, community centres and a primary school have been vandalised with anti-Muslim graffiti this month. The Metropolitan Police said it is now launching an investigation into several incidents of criminal damage, treating the instances as shocking hate crimes. Well, of course they are. With the first incident taking place on January 6th, the most recent one yesterday, when was this article done? On the 26th, so that would be the 25th. So I'm good at maths, aren't I? Officers searching tangible link between offences in the south and east of London. Some of the buildings that fell victim to the arsonists, vandalised with anti-graffiti crime. Yet here it says arsonists. Okay, so some of the buildings that fell victim to the arsonists are Stratford Mosque and Leighton Jameed Mosque. Both had Islamic messages strewn across their walls. That's not arson, that's graffiti. And we used to employ people who could write as journalists. Unbelievable. Met Deputy Assistant Commissioner John Saville, who overseeing London's policing this weekend, said, "We understand that Muslim community will be feeling particularly concerned for their safety following these shocking hate crimes. Really, get a grip. Hate has no place in our streets, except we allow a hate march every single weekend to walk through London. So it's only specific hate again, when we can then feed back into two-tier justice system and etc. Doesn't surprise me. And tackling is at the centre of our efforts to make Londoners from all backgrounds and communities feel safe," which is probably the biggest load of shit I've ever heard come out of a copper's mouth. In any case, our local officers will continue to work with community leaders and ensure the thorough investigation is being conducted. One of the mosques has been vandalised. Stratford's Islamic Association said that he appreciated the local community's overwhelming support in wake of the incident. They won't show any, and in any case, it will get overwhelming support because they're probably nearly all Muslims. Those responsible for the acts of hate have only shamed themselves, a spokesman told Sky News. Really? Okay, so that's everybody on those free plasticine marches have shamed themselves. That right? Because this is how you use woke and ridiculous language against them. If that's what you said, then everybody on that march is shamed. This is not an act of faith, it's an act of cowardice. But they will not intimidate us. We will not live in fear. Together, a united community, we will stand strong. Utter rubbish. In response to the same graffiti, Newham Mayor Roshana Fayaz, there you go, enough said she was deeply troubled and concerned. Really was she? She said, "I understand that this hate crime will have made members of our valued faith communities anxious and concerned. It won't have. And that is why I've written to faith leaders in Newham to reassure them, to the only faith you care about." Because you say, I've written to faith leaders. No, you've written to your own faith in Newham to reassure them that we're taking this incident very seriously. Well, of course you are. And there she is. Yeah, of course she'll be deeply concerned. Islamophobia, which is a completely and utterly made-up word, which is just to prevent constructive and rightful criticism of a ancient and barbaric religion, will not be tolerated on Borough, and there's no place for hate in Newham. Unless, of course, it's the hate that suits you. Then it's okay, I guess. Police urge to anyone with information about the incidents to contact them on 101. Here we go. Buildings targeted in Islamophobic graffiti. God, how will they live? You know, for a bunch of people who are supposed to be so resilient, they've got very, very thin skin, haven't they? It's all right for them to criticise and threaten other people, but when it's the other way around, well, in any case, so January 6th was the West Norwood Mosque, SC27. Nice of them to give the postcode so we know where they are. The 6th of January, also South Norwood Islamic Centre, Community Centre in Croydon. Then the 16th of January was Thornton Heath Islamic Centre. 23rd, the Stratford Mosque. 23rd, Leighton Jameed Masjid. 23rd Al-Budi Mosque. Notice how many mosques there are. Funny that, and they're all relatively close to each other. If you went to churches in an Islamic country, I wonder how long they'd last. And we'll come on to that in a minute. And then you've got the Noor Islam Primary School. So, as you can see, there is the article from GB News, and I've answered or asked Grok the question, how many churches have been destroyed by arson? And you've got some in Canada and some in France, but the most important one is there are 200 cases of arson in UK churches last year. And as I quite clearly put here, I didn't see any news articles or outrage about that in the mainstream media. Well, of course not, because no, we can only focus on one particular religion. What a shock, what a horror, what a surprise. In any case, this is my links to my X account that you can follow me on. So there you go. So yet again, it's a major problem when someone scrawls a bit of writing on a wall on an Islamic faith-based area, but when people rip down crosses or set churches on fire, no one cares. That's the world we're in, and I need to know why the mainstream media feels necessary to continually bow down, take the knee, and pander to one religion while turning their back on everything else. Any case, as usual, the two videos will be popping up at the end of the video. You know which they are now. Don't forget, if you like this video, you agree with what I'm saying, just hit the subscribe button. That's the same for the amount of people who watch my videos but don't subscribe. It doesn't cost a penny. It really helps the channel, as does liking, sharing, and using that awesome comment section down below. Any case, enough of that. I'm done. So, until the next one.